So, spread the message. It's not worth it. Also, moving on from cars to flying cars. We're still talking about the flying car released at GITEX. By the way, there's a couple of hundred flying car companies that have huge investment in this industry. So it's not just the Zhang Aeroft, which we're going to talk about. There's a lot of companies doing it. And we want to talk about how much it's actually going to cost you to own one and if you're going to be able to. So a little bit of a recap. The Zhang Aeroft was unveiled its electric flying car at GITEX, a low-altitude air mobility explorer that's dubbed the world's safest electronic flying car. That was dropped at GITEX Global this week. As we know, GITEX Global has 5,000 exhibitors. It's pretty cool. This car in specific, it's fuel efficient. It can reach speeds of 130 kilometers per hour, and it has a total of 35-minute flight time.
So insane. With today's show theme of
Why
cars.
Are you so nervous about everything? She was like, I don't like change.
I don't like vehicles to begin with, if I'm being very honest.
I don't like vehicles. You have a nice little vehicle outside the door. Nice little Sayara.
My cute little Sayara, but that's not the point. Like, I don't know. Again, with machines, I just don't know how I feel about it. So, Dr. Brian Gu, Vice Chairman and President of how do you pronounce it? Xpeng. Okay, said that first and foremost, the company is ensuring the capability of the aircraft, followed by safety and consumer compliance. Once these are a reality, it will be a high-ticket item, with Gu estimating that the price of the flying cars will be within the luxury automobile sphere, such as Ferraris, Rolls-Royces, and Bentleys, according to Harish Times.
So, we are seeing the first ever video, if you're watching on Facebook beside us, of a flying car in Dubai. This is the Xpeng's first public flight in the UAE. We saw it, but it's like, when is it going to be a reality? Because I feel like we have been talking about flying taxis for quite some time. They're saying that all of the companies vying for this space in the market are aiming to reach market by 2025, which is amazing. However, will I be in one by 2025? Will you be?
Will I be in one by 2050?
2050, as soon as they start, I guess the regulation, as you mentioned there, first of all, of course, it's ensuring the capability of the aircraft. First, that needs to work. Then they need to make sure its safety and the regulation and the ecosystem of the city is good to go. Then customer compliance. So there's a lot of things that need to get in line before. But even when that's all in line, can you afford one?
Most certainly not.
Can you? It looks like we cannot just yet.
But like, cars were expensive like 50 years ago, right? Or like 100 years ago even. Like, they did cost significantly more. Even like supercomputers, at a point they were like $300,000, and now they're like $3,000 for a really nice one. So it's just a matter of time until it does fit into like our everyday life, and it is easy access for the consumers. Still wouldn't drive one.
So your reticence to get into one of these flying taxis, can you imagine? So someone give me a year when the first car came out. I don't know. Everyone was on horses.
Yeah.
And then Mr. Ford in the States came around with his big, huge car, and you're sitting on your horse, and you're like, I like the horse.
Yeah.
That's you right now.
I'm happy with my horse. I'm happy with the giddy up situation.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, at least you knew horses were reliable for the most part. You know?
Well, I would say a car would be safer to get you from A to B than a horse.
Okay, let's say 10 years, this is like super adaptable, the whole like flying car situation, right? Like, it's actually a part of our lives. Would you get one? If you could afford it.
Obviously.
Really?
Why not?
Well, that's the second license. Like, it's effort.
100%. A, it's fuel efficient.
Good point.
It's probably skipping traffic if I'm one of the first people to own one.
Point.
Less money on petrol, I guess, fuel efficient.
Okay, you're right.
Charge it up outside the door, looks cool. It's only got 2 seats, so I don't have annoying people being like, do you need a lift?
Yeah.
It's only got 2 seats in my handbag, you know.
Simran, you heard that? I know you're watching.
Simran, I love you. So yes, 100%. And I would be more inclined, if I had $1 million, I would be more inclined to purchase one of these right now.
Yeah. Really?
Than going into space. No, I'd take space still.
No, I'll take the car. For sure, the car over space.
No, I'd go to space. I think in the grand scheme of things, what's more rare, going to space or going into one of these cars and flying?
Yeah, but what's a realistic investment? You know, space is gonna last however long you go there for, but this car.
But what's more important, memories of a lifetime or an investment? Memories of a lifetime. Ali's saying investment. Of course you would. Everyone else is going to say investment. I think just going into space because it's so rare and
I don't know.
Life opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah, but then who cares? So you've been to space. What did you see? What was the experience like? Was it fun?
Looked like my computer screen.
Exactly. Like, there's not much to it, you know? You're out in space, then what?
I disagree. I think it's cool going to space.
Like, you can see the stars on YouTube.
If anyone would like to send Mohammed Russian Space Center you this week, I'm all available. Okay, it's 8:55. We have a cool interview coming up. We're talking about the Pakistan relief efforts that are ongoing and how you can donate. But before we get there, we had a really fun quiz yesterday.